Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is April 20th, 2016. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in today. All right, looking at this market, we see the S&P 500 E-mini futures trading higher by about 2.25 points to 20.96 per contract. One thing you'll notice is that the futures did start to roll over overnight, and then they came shooting right back up. We did have a volatile move in Asia last night. I think traders should take note of that. I believe the Shanghai Composite was down over 2%. All right, but looking at stocks here today, we have a lot of equities in play, and that is because of earnings season. It is officially kicked off. We're going to start the day off with Intel, INTC, and what you're going to see here is the stock is trading at 31.05. It closed at 31.60. Company did guide lower. They also announced a 12,000 person layoff. It's going to be good jobs. It looks like it's going to be engineers and things of that nature. So again, big layoff there in Intel. Stock right now is trading at 31.05. The only level that really gets me interested in this stock today, you'll have some support around $30 and I'm going to say $30, maybe $30.25, but the only level I really like it would be around $28. So until it gets to 28, really I'm going to stay clear. Again, we'll watch the stock for pattern. Let us see if it tells us anything. Then we will look to play it. Let's take a look at VMware. That is having a good move today. Stock closed at 51.46, trading at 56.85. I'm going to have gap resistance levels for a VMware. So, again, if you want to trade the gap levels alongside of us, come on over, take a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat room. You'll see everything that we are doing there. But I will have gap levels for VMware. That is in play at the moment, and it's a pretty good gap up, strong gap. So we'll look to play that one a little bit later this morning. Let's take a look at Yahoo. They reported earnings. Stock right now is trading at 36.90. I really have a hard time seeing Yahoo trade much past 38.25. So again, maybe it gets up there, maybe it don't. I just don't see much of a play, but there is huge resistance at 38.25. Either way, if it does trade up there, it could be a fade play. Let's take a look at DFS, which is Discover Card, and what you're going to see here is stock is trading at $55 this morning. I'm going to have gap levels for this as well. So we will be looking to play this stock after the opening bell today. And again, Discover having a nice pop. The stock did close at $52.55, now trading at $55. No volume behind the move, so we have to wait till after the opening bell before we look to play that. Let's take a look at ISRG, which is Intuitive Surgical. What you're going to see here is the stock closed at $623.71. It's now trading right at $637.57. Good pop here, but this is way overbought. So any way you look at it, slice it, dice it, chop it, or cut it, this is an overbought equity. If you own it, trail the stop loss. If you do not own it, you do not chase it here at all. Okay, so this is overbought. This is way extended. This is not a stock you're looking to buy up here at these levels. Next on the list here is CocaCola. Stock is trading at $45.77. Closed at $46.60, so we got a nice little downtick. The only level that interests me with this one would be $44.40. If it gets there, I would look to scalp along the equity. Let's take a look at USB. What you're going to see here is this is US Bancorp. It's all over the map right now, trading at just about $41.25. I'm not sure we can make too much out of it. Again, the only level I would even look at for this would be around $39.50. Gets there, it could be potentially a scalp play. Until then, not much we're going to do with it at the moment. Let's take a look at ARMH. This is trading at $41.85, closed at $42.16, so it's really in the same vicinity. The only level that I get interested in this name would be around $36.85. Until then, we'll have to wait for the opening bell to ring and see what kind of pattern it gives us, and then we'll look at it closer. Let's take a look at CalAmp, CAMP is the ticker symbol here. And what you're going to see here is this stock is getting annihilated. Closed at $17.43, trading at $15.50. There is going to be some support down here around this $14 area, but if it breaks that, this can be an $11 equity. Be very, very careful with this. But this is just another stock when you play earnings, if you're on the wrong side of the tape, that you could get your head handed to you. And this is one equity that is getting beaten up today. Let's take a look at LXK. This is Lexmark. Nice little pop here, trading at $38.20. Stock closed at 34.67. I'll have gap levels for this one a little bit later. I do think around this $38 area, this is a sticking point, but if we do go a little bit higher, good resistance in play above. So again, we'll have this one on the radar for a morning gap play, and again, we'll post that right up at 9 o'clock. You'll have that 30 minutes before the market even opens. Let's take a look at Dish Networks. Dish Networks right now trading at $48.50. Closed at $47.32. I'm not really sure of the news here for Dish, but I believe it was earnings, so check it out for yourself. Either way you slice it or dice it, stock's up a little bit, and it's a strong gap up. I suppose maybe it has strength to around 50.75, 50.80. I don't see it really going much above there. Next one on the list, we're going to talk about Boeing. I'm not sure. I think Boeing is a downgrade. I'm not exactly sure of the news. Stock closed at 132.68. Today it's trading at 129.69. So that's a decent little gap down for Boeing. Again, we'll look at Boeing once the opening bell rings, but it is going to be on our radar today. It is a stock that we play very, very often in the intraday stock chat room. Let's take a look at Tupperware, TUP. Stock is trading at $62, closed at $41.48. I don't know if we can make much out of it, but I will say this. Tupperware is severely overbought. So if you are looking to buy Tupperware here, be very, very careful. It's already overbought on the daily and weekly charts, and that tells me to leave it alone. Possible shorting area would be around 63.50. So keep that on the radar, but we have to look at it as it gets in there. Tupperware is a very light volume stock, meaning rarely does it trade a million shares. So stocks that don't trade a million shares a day, they can overshoot levels. You want to be a little bit on the guard and careful side with them. Let's go over to the gold market today. We are getting seeing gold futures down $2.50 to $1,251.90 an ounce. We're not going to make too much out of it. Looking at oil today, crude is down 90 cents to $41.58. Crude has been very, very whippy lately. You've had all this news come out, Doha and things like that. Again, be very, very careful with the crude market. If you're taking a look at the USO today, which is a crude ETF, that is trading at 10.22, down from 10.44. So, again, crude definitely under a little bit of pressure, but not all that terrible. All right, we're going to leave it here short and sweet. Again, we have lots of gap plays each and every day now. So come on over, take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat. You can trade right along with us in the morning. And if we get some volatility, we're going to get a lot more scalping opportunities out here as well. With that being said, everybody have a great trading session, and we will see you on the charts.